At this time, we will ask for our first item on the agenda to please come forth. That's going to be the Board of Regents. Hi, Ms. Golden. How you doing? And if you, sorry, before you start speaking, if you would like to speak or give testimony, please get one of the white cards and the Sergeant at Arms can help you with that. Fill it out and turn that in. You're
Hi,
on.
Senator.
Yes, ma'am. If you could please give us an update regarding Title IX.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon. My name is Brianna Golden. The Commissioner of Higher Education, Dr. Reed, is out of town today, and I am pleased to be here on behalf of the Louisiana Board of Regents. Thank you, Chairwoman Barrow and committee members, for the invitation to provide you with an update regarding power-based violence and Title IX compliance. The Board of Regents continues to coordinate, collaborate, and communicate with each of the 4 public post-secondary systems based on our agency's commitment to maintain and promote safe campus cultures. We thank you for your continued commitment to this work and the resources you have provided through the state budget. I have shared a handout with you highlighting today's updates. First, I would like to address the fiscal impact. On behalf of our state agency and each of the systems, we would like to extend our appreciation to the committee and this entire legislature for providing $5 million in new funding, which has been allocated to the systems for improvement of Title IX offices across the state. Each system submitted a proposed budget to our office articulating campus needs. Funding was aligned to those requests to support additional training, develop educational materials for their respective campuses, in addition to support for hiring staff in their Title IX offices. The additional funding is a big step in the right direction, but our office, as well as each of the respective institutions, recognize that there is much work to do. Second is training compliance. Campus faculty and staff have begun to complete the training modules to meet statutory compliance with annual training requirements. All are working to have mandatory training completed by the end of August, as many have new employees that have started this month. Our agency requested and civil service has updated the state employee sexual harassment training module to include language regarding power-based violence in the mandatory reporting. This is now included in the current training. Reporting forms. At the next BOR board meeting later this month, Regents will be asked to vote and add additional reporting information to the current power-based violence administrative reporting forms. We will add 2 additional columns to be proposed. Number 1, the category of the offense, whether the offense is considered a Title IX offense or a power-based violence offense. And second, the time it took to resolve each respective complaint that was filed to the Title IX offices. These changes were requested by a member of our board, and the systems are informed and in support of this request. The 50th anniversary of Title IX. On June 7th, 2022, our agency hosted a Title IX symposium to celebrate the 50th anniversary of this landmark legislation. We had over 125 campus attendees from across the state with 2 robust panel discussions. Thank you to many of you, including Chairwoman Barrow and Senator Mizell, for your tape messages, which were shared at the event and through social media as well. Lastly, federal regulations. We have one federal update with more to come. On the 50th anniversary of Title IX, which was on June 23rd, the United States Department of Education released the proposed amendments to the Title IX regulations. Our office, along with the systems, are currently reviewing the proposed amendments, which are not yet final. We will certainly work with you regarding any updates as needed to our state laws as a result of the federal conflicts. It's too early to speculate what those may be since the regulations are not yet finalized. And thank you, Chairwoman Barrow and committee members, for inviting the Board of Regents to share an update, and we welcome any questions you may have.
Thank you so much, Dr. Golden, for that thorough update. We greatly appreciate it. So during the session, we made a change in the law as it relates to the reporting aspect. Is that what you were kind of referring to? Did you say it was updated?
Not quite. So the update in the reporting forms is something that was proposed by one of our board members.
Okay.
Just to kind of streamline reporting and get additional information. As I mentioned, one is to see which category of offense the complaint falls into, whether it's Title IX or power-based violence, and secondly, how long it actually took to resolve the complaint from the time the report was filed up until the time the grievance procedure process went into
okay.
effect. But with respect to a change in, it wasn't much so reporting. We did provide for a change with employee, to state that if a student is an employee and their enrollment is contingent on their status as a student, they do have a mandatory reporting obligation, and that is also going to be shared in our next upcoming board meeting, which we're going to update our policy, and this has already been shared with each of the systems.
Okay. All right. The $5 million that was allocated, can you kind of just give us an overview again in terms of how it's being spent or utilized?
Let me see. I think I have a copy.
If not, you can send it back to us. I was just curious.
Yes.
And I think Senator Jackson has a question. Oh, okay. That was your question? Okay.
We do, Senator, but we do have a one-pager back at the office. We're still making updates as the systems have started making specific requests for each of the respective offices, and we can make sure that gets sent to each of you.
And so since, one of the things that they said when we were having our hearings and when we talked about revamping the reporting process, that we will see an uptick. Have y'all begun to see that already in terms of reports?
Yes, each of the systems has communicated to us because of the robust laws and the policy. You have seen an uptick in reporting as students are feeling a little bit more comfortable making reports to their respective Title IX coordinators and deputy coordinators. Yes, there has been.
Okay. All right. Are there any other questions? Okay. All right. Well, great job.
Thank you.
Seeing none, we'll see you guys, I think, in December.
Yes, ma'am.
All
Thank
right.
you.